Hello YouTube, how's it going? It's a professional here today, and today I wanted to record another list video for you guys since the last list video was successful, and that was the top 5 vehicles that everybody should own in 2018. So I was thinking I would make another 2018 video, and here I am. And in this one we're going to be focusing on some negative things. We're going to be focusing on some bad things in GTA Online, some things in my opinion that if they took out of the game and fixed would be a lot better. Now some of these issues, it's better if they take them out completely, other ones it's better if they just fix them. But here's my list on them, and also this list is not going to be like anything like really particularly like rare or anything like that. This is going to be things that like people like encounter on a daily basis, just annoying things in general that people encounter just regularly in GTA Online. So if you've played this game even for a year, you've probably encountered most of these problems already. So I think that if they remove these problems, that the game would be a lot better. So here's my list. I hope that the majority of people like this. I hope the majority of people agree that these problems should be resolved. So here we go. Let's start off the list. So starting off this list is a black screen of death / load times. And if you guys don't know what the black screen of death is, it's pretty much what me and my subscribers have named this annoying glitch. Now, I'm not positive whether this is a server-related issue or a game-related issue. It's one of the two, because what happens here is, and this happens usually after a heist, or it happens when you're loading up into a building. And in this case, me and my friend here, we finished the heist setup, and what happens is we're stuck on this black screen for a few minutes, and sometimes you can be stuck on this black screen for up to 5 minutes, and sometimes you can be stuck on this black screen for even an infinite amount of time, and then you have to restart the games. In other times, I have managed to restart GTA. I would probably be able to restart GTA Online and load back up into multiplayer quicker than a lot of these times this loads. And you know, Rockstar makes so much money from this game, and they push these shark cards and these microtransactions so much. They've made billions of dollars, so at least make a stable game, you know, prevent this stuff from happening. So I don't know if this is a server related issue. It could be a server issue because of just the amount of time it loads up in multiplayer, or it could even be a game-related issue that it has to load up all the textures and everything like that. But either way, this problem is just annoying. This does not just happen in heists. This happens also when you're entering buildings, like when you're entering safe houses, like when you're entering like businesses. And I've noticed it happens the most when you enter hangars. Like when your friend is in a hangar and you get invited to a hangar, this has happened more often in hangars than in other business locations. And also on top of that, this glitch also happens when in the clouds here. Like here I have a second example for you. We're sitting up here in the clouds, and it just says joining GTA Online, and we're just sitting here. We're sitting here for a few minutes, and you know, you'd think this would take under a minute, but it's just annoying. It's frustrating here. It's like, how long is this glitch going to take to fix? So we're just sitting here, and look, nothing happens. And sometimes even when this glitch happens, I have to restart the game, and this is really annoying, especially when somebody wants to live stream. Like when I have to live stream and I'm trying to show you guys like a nice live stream, we're trying to have fun and stuff like that, and then we get this stupid glitch and we're just sitting in the load time and everybody's just waiting for the next thing to start in the live stream. So it can be annoying, and it's just really disappointing. And Rockstar, it's 2018 now, you know, with the next update, please do it. Please fix the load times, because this is ridiculous. It should not take this long to load up things. It should be simple, you know. You finish a heist mission, you go back to free mode. It shouldn't take this long. It shouldn't take like 2 to 5 minutes. It should be like under a minute. This is ridiculous. And again, like I said, sometimes it won't even load up. Sometimes you could be. I've had it where I've been stuck on a screen for like 10 minutes. I've sat on a screen for 10 minutes. I was just clicking on my phone. I was looking at my phone, and I look at the screen, still sitting there for 10 minutes. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna restart the game at this point. So they gotta do something about this. You know, fix the load times. I'm pretty sure 100% of people agree with me on this. They gotta fix these load times, because this is just ridiculous. This is disgusting. Even with the PS4 Pro and, you know, the new Xbox, these load time issues still happen. So they gotta fix this crap. Number 4 on this list specifically is insurance for weaponized vehicles. And what I mean specifically by this is, when you get attacked by a weaponized vehicle and you blow it up, why do you have to pay around $20,000 for insurance? I mean, I understand if you blow up somebody's personal vehicle, like a sports car, supercar, you should have to pay insurance, but why should I have to pay insurance for a weaponized vehicle, especially if I'm getting attacked by it? It doesn't really make sense, and it's $20,000. And I'm thinking in my mind that Rockstar made the insurance costs on these so high with the weaponized vehicles because they knew that other players would attack each other with it, and then they would blow it up, and it would cost them a lot of money, and they would lose money, and then they would be more inclined to buy shark cards. That's why I pictured that they did this. But it's kind of annoying. I don't understand why you should have to pay insurance for blowing up weaponized vehicles, and I think that a lot of people can agree with me on this. A lot of people I've heard have complained about this for a long time, and it's not going away anytime soon, because they're still doing it even with Doomsday Update. With the weaponized vehicles, you blow those up, and you still have to pay around 20,000. So in this case, my friend Saucercats here was helping me here to show a demonstration, and he attacks me with an oppressor here, and I blow him up, and I have to pay 20,000. That's kind of stupid. Number 3 on this list are Martyrs. And in this case right here, this is from a few days ago when I was live streaming, and I'm helping one of my friends sell his bunker right here. And I'm just driving here, I'm minding my own business, driving up this bridge, when all of a sudden this happens. Boom. We got obliterated, and we've gotten killed by a legitimate part of the game. We got killed by the orbital cannon, and while a lot of people might not like the orbital cannon is not going away anytime soon. Don't expect that to happen. It's a core part of the Doomsday Update. Rockstar is not going to take it out, so unfortunately we have to deal with it. And it's not the orbital cannon that we're specifically talking about here, but instead we're talking about the people that are firing it here in this case, and it's the Martyrs. And with the addition of the orbital cannon, the Martyrs, they basically have the ultimate grief tool, and I can see where Rockstar are coming from with this angle where they basically made a cooldown time of 48 minutes on the orbital cannon, and they made it really expensive, 750,000 for automatic targeting, 500,000 for manual targeting. But with the orbital cannon and the Martyrs, this gives them the ultimate power right now, because the Martyrs have billions and billions of dollars of modded cash, and with that they can just keep firing the orbital cannon as much as they want it. They don't have to worry about their cash going down really, and that means they can fire this multiple times a day, and it's just annoying. And in this case, this guy was specifically doing it to troll, and here we even have a screenshot of this guy. Don't worry, I got 250 billion. This is a typical barcode account, and a lot of these modders, they have these barcode accounts. And let's make 2018, let it be the year where Rockstar finally gets rid of these modders, because the reason a lot of people are complaining that they took away the option to transfer from last gen to next gen, and I do agree that's kind of annoying, but the reason that Rockstar did it was because so many modders were just getting modded money on last gen and they were transferring to next gen. Make 2018, let it be the year where they get rid of these modders finally, once and for all, because every single modder that they ban, they can't really, these modders aren't going to be coming back anytime soon. There's a limited amount of modders because they can't transfer from last gen to next gen anymore. So it's very hard for these modders to get modded money, but there's still plenty of them on the game. And the more of these guys we get rid of, the less there's going to be of them, because they're not filling up, they're getting removed. So make 2018, let it be the year where they finally get removed. And I understand that not everybody that has modded money is a scumbag. I know that some people are going to say, oh, I have modded money, but I don't do any of this, blah, 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 this. I don't like it here because it's part of the game. It's part of the game here where they're cheating. They're cheating. They're basically bringing something into the game that's not supposed to be in the game. They're bringing in tons of modded money into this game, and it's not fair to other players. It's not fair that so many people have to grind in this game, and these modders, they just have access to billions of dollars. So I understand not everybody that mods is a bad person, but in this case right here with these barcodes, like 95% of these barcodes that I've met are bad people. Like 95% of them. Some of the barcode people that I've met are cool, but the majority of these guys are just plain annoying, and majority of these guys are just pure trolls. So while I understand not all the modders are bad people, a lot of people are going to be giving me crap over that and saying not all modders are bad people. I understand that, but these guys are a problem, and Rockstar should really do something about it. They should not let people cheat like this and just get billions and billions of dollars. And now with the orbital cannon, these guys can just constantly keep abusing this. So that's for number 3. Let 2018 be the year where we finally get rid of modders and we have a clean slate for everybody. Everybody can play the game fairly, everybody can rank up, and all the money that you have, that's money that you made legitimately, not from modded money. So let 2018 be the year where we finally get rid of these guys. And I know some people are going to ask me, what do I think should happen to the modders? Personally, if I was in charge of it, I would take away all the modded money from every single player that has modded money in order to balance out the game. No more modded money, no more modded money flooding this game and inflating everything on this game. As for the people that have the barcode accounts, I think that those accounts should be terminated personally, because those are not legitimate accounts. Those are accounts that, the reason that they make barcode accounts is to disguise their PSN names, because they're scared that if they use their actual PSN names, they're going to get banned. So the reason they make barcode accounts is because they know that if the barcode gets banned, that they could just easily make another barcode account. So that's why they make barcode accounts. And again, I understand that not every single person that mods in this game is a terrible person. I understand that. I've played with some barcode accounts that are friendly, but the majority of people, like I said, 95% of these barcode guys that I meet are not good people. So let 2018 be the year where we finally get rid of modders. No more modding on this game. Let everybody play fair. Let everyone earn their money legitimately on this game. No more modded money. No more modded levels. Number 2 on this list is kill death ratio, and there needs to be something done about kill death ratio specifically. I think that the feature should just be removed from GTA personally. I don't think there's any reason that kill death ratio should be in a Grand Theft Auto game. I mean, GTA 4 did fine without having kill death ratio. Why does GTA 5 have to have kill death ratio in it? I don't understand. You know, one of my friends that finally moved on from Call of Duty and was like, I'm going to start playing GTA now, and he told me, you know, at least this game doesn't have kill death ratio, and I was like, oh no, you're wrong on that. And he looked at it and he was like, oh no. And basically, this is what people just are so obsessed with this. It creates a whole level of tryhards that are just obsessed with nothing but their kill death ratio. And these people like take the game way too seriously. They have like 5, 6, even 7 kill death ratios that I've seen. And you know, my kill death ratio is 1.70. It's positive, but I don't really care about my kill death ratio. I certainly don't go for raising my kill death ratio. My kill death ratio just, it is what it is. And I don't understand why some people are just so obsessed with it. And it's gotten to the point where people are just literally jumping other players for no reason and just attacking them just to bring up their kill death ratio. But what the worst part about it is, my friend Caden here, he's demonstrating this, so this is not an actual tryhard, but he's basically demonstrating exactly what a tryhard here does, and people just attack other people for no reason, and then even when they start a fight with somebody and the other person starts winning and is about to kill them, they constantly take the easy way out over and over and over again, just because they don't want their kill death ratio going down. They don't want their score affected at all. And you know, these people are just, I just don't understand why people can be just so obsessed with kill death ratio. It's just so annoying. It's just time to take it out of the game. And it's like, people think that this game is like some kind of like MLG, like try hard shooting fest. Like, it's not. It's Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's a game where you're supposed to be a successful criminal, and it's not about having a high kill death ratio. The point of this game, you know, it's to have a lot of money in this game, have apartments, have properties, you know, clothes, buildings, invest your money. That's what it is. You got to be a successful criminal in this game, not have a high kill death ratio. And nobody cares about that. You know, I had a guy tell me the other day on a live stream, he's like, you know, I got like a 2 point something KD, and I was like, I really don't care. And then the guy started arguing with me and telling me, no, oh no, it shows that you're good at the game, it shows this, blah blah blah. And I told him, oh really? Well, guess what? The majority of people that are so obsessed with their kill death ratio, all they do is they go into passive mode of weaponized vehicles, or they just constantly take the easy way out and just do the cheapest things to get kills. None of these people really, if these people played the game fairly, fair and square, they would not have these extremely high kill death ratios. So, my opinion, there's no reason to have a really high KD in this game. There's no reason to even have a kill death ratio feature in this game. And you know, if they can't take kill death ratio out, if they can't take it out, then at least put in like another feature. Put in like a feature where you show like other players like their different kinds of stats. Like show what kind of player they are. Like show, like how about they put in a new stat where they show how much money a player makes per hour, and like versus that, compare that against KD. So like people have another thing to like compete for, like who makes the most amount of money per hour, instead of just constantly competing about KD. I could care less what your kill death ratio is. People send me messages, oh, I have a high KD, professional. I don't care. I really don't, and other people shouldn't care about their KD. It doesn't mean anything. And to tell you the truth, just because somebody has a high kill death ratio doesn't mean that they're necessarily good at the game. Like, for instance, I consider myself good at PvP, but I definitely don't consider myself a PvP god. I'm not a PvP god when it comes to, I'm not the greatest at PvP. I consider myself somewhat decent, but not the greatest again. And these people that are so obsessed with kill death ratio, they don't even have half the money I have. So while these people might be better at PvP than me, they don't even have half the money that I have, nor do they know any other way to make money in this game except doing car duplication glitches or doing glitch jobs. It's the only way they can really make money in this game. So having a high kill death ratio is not going to get you money in this game. It's certainly not going to get you properties or anything else like that. So if they can't remove kill death ratio, put a different stat in. Put like a stat that shows how much money a player makes per hour to compete with that. But other than that, if they remove kill death ratio entirely, I truly think that the amount of tryhards in this game would decrease severely, because people would not be competing so much for KD if they removed it completely. Number 1 is passive and weaponized vehicles. This, I think, is probably one of the most annoying things that Rockstar should finally fix and not allow you to use passive mode in weaponized vehicles. I've seen people complain where they say that using passive mode in weaponized vehicles is part of the game, but how is that really part of the game? Did they intend for you to go into passive mode with an oppressor and a hydra and be able to sneak up on people? The point of passive mode is not to sneak up on people and attack them in a weaponized vehicle. It's to get out of combat. But people, unfortunately, basically griefers and tryhards, they use passive mode to their advantage in order to sneak up on people, just like in this case. I was demonstrating this on my friend, by the way, here, and I was just following my friend on the highway. I go into passive mode in the oppressor. I don't have to worry about anybody blowing me up, and then whenever I feel like it, I can just get out of passive mode, and I can just blow anybody up. This goes for an oppressor, a tank, a hydra, but for some stupid reason in this game, some vehicles in this game you can't use in passive mode, like the Swift. I mean, just like, look at this, passive mode is disabled in this type of vehicle, and I can't use passive mode in this kind of a vehicle, but for some strange reason, I'm able to use passive mode in weaponized vehicles, and I don't understand that. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen just how bad these weaponized vehicles can be when somebody abuses them in passive mode, and they don't even play fair here. So look at this. Look, here we have a test. I'm enabling passive mode right now, and we have two vehicles. We have a Super Valido Carbon and a Hydra. Let's see which one we can't use passive mode in. So look, we go up to the Super Valido Carbon. Look at what happens. Passive mode is disabled in this type of a vehicle. So for the civilian helicopter, we can't use passive mode in that. And if we try to go into that with passive mode, we can get blown up. But for some stupid reason, I'm able to use passive mode in the Hydra, a fighter jet with explosive cannons and missiles on it. A vehicle that can kill anybody pretty much in this game. So one of the most powerful vehicles in the game that can pretty much kill anybody, I can use passive mode in, but I can't use passive mode in a civilian helicopter. It makes no sense. Why are people allowed to use these weaponized vehicles in passive mode? It creates a whole level of tryhard and a whole level of griefers, and it's so annoying. You know, it wouldn't be, these fighter jets and all these oppressors, they wouldn't be that bad if people were not abusing them in passive mode. Play fair. You know, if you want to dogfight somebody, fine. Fine, dogfight them, but play fair. Play the game fairly. Don't use it in passive mode. And this, I'm showing you, this is what the griefers do. Here I'm flying around with my friend, but this is what griefers always do. They always get into a Hydra or a laser, and they fly around in circles in passive mode. They follow the other jet around, and when they finally feel comfortable, when they finally feel like they have an angle, they get out of passive mode and they blow the other jet up. It's completely unfair to the other player. This needs to be patched. There needs to be something done about this. Do not let them use passive mode in weaponized vehicles. And I know what some people are going to say. Some people are going to say, well, the passive mode cooldown is a way to get rid of that. Well, how is that a way to really balance it? It's when somebody's just abusing it in passive mode, a weaponized vehicle, and it's only 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds, they can just pretty much come back and start doing the whole thing again and just abusing passive mode and weaponized vehicles. So this, I think, is the #1 worst griefer tool, and they should really get rid of this. I'm not against passive mode. Passive mode is a vital part of the game. I understand that, and I understand it's meant to be able to get out of combat, to get away from hostile players, but people should not be using passive mode to sneak up on other players. It's just stupid. It's just really stupid. They shouldn't be doing that. So this is my list, guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you think these 5 things should be removed and fixed in the game? I definitely do. And I think that if they fix these things, I definitely think that this game would be a lot better and a lot more fun. So let me know down below, what do you guys think? You guys think these things should be fixed? You guys think these things should be removed? And if you have your own 5 things that you think should be also fixed or removed, leave them down in the comments, and I'll try to reply to every comment I can. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.